Hey everybody, welcome back to another drawing tutorial. So today we have a Haikyuu character. We have Bokuto. The ace extraordinaire. So, landscape page, use a pencil, hit pause if I go too fast, okay? As usual. So, we're going to start with his eyes. So he's got like a fist in the air, you know, celebrating. Probably celebrating a spike or something. So we're going to start with his right eye, and it's like his head is just a little bit moved over to the left just to fit in his fist. So his right eye starts right on the center line, right? So we're just up above halfway this way. So if you had like a line there, a line there, we're just a little bit above the center point. And then we're going to start with his top eyelid, so we just curve a line across, like so. Okay. And then we have a curved line underneath for his bottom eyelid, like that. And sometimes, not all the time, but he could have like a line just on the edge of his eye there. And then in here we have his iris and his pupil. So you just like curve a line this way. They're kind of long ovals, you know, long circles, like that, and kind of comes around like so, and back up the other side, like that sort of thing. And his eye pupil part of his eye is kind of like a cat's eye, kind of long, just like that. And if we want, we can thicken up his eyelash line just here, because in anime sometimes they're thicker. So then he has a top eyelid line, so it's like a curved line. It's a little bit broken, so it like curves around like this, so they're like, they don't join together in one line. Okay, so then his eyebrow. So we just have like a big tick going up this way. And then it curves around the back, like so. And then we're going to bring it back up, just there. And then we're going to curve it back down, and it gets skinnier as we go down into there. Okay. So now we can go over and do his other eye. So measure this eye, and then whatever that distance is, you want to be able to fit that in here. So it's an eye distance between his eyes, okay? So whatever the width of your eye, you go another distance that's the same, and then you start the next one. Curved line, just like the other side. Well, it doesn't have to be exactly like the other side, just a curved line, like so. And then the curved line on the bottom, like that. And sometimes he can have a line, as I said, just sort of there on the edge of his eye. Just thicken up his top eyelid a little bit. And then a long iris. So like a big long circle like that. And then a kind of a cat's eye just here in the middle. Try and even them up. Like so. Okay, so then he has like a broken sort of top eyelid line, kind of curving around here. That kind of thing. And then his eyebrow. Again, big tick. Goes up that way. And then we're going to bring it around the back. Back up to a point. And then down this way, and we get skinnier as we go down. Right, so his nose, so we can just have a line for the bridge of his nose just in the middle here. And then a smaller line on the other side just there. And then the actual top of his nose, it's got like a little sort of dash like this. Something like that, and maybe like a line on top, and then a nostril somewhere, say here, tiny little dot like that. That's the kind of thing we're going for. And then his mouth. Is just here, so it's a real big smile. So we curve it across like so. So big open mouth smile, so we can see his teeth, right? So that looks like he's angry, but but we're gonna open it up and we're gonna go down that way and then come down this way. And it kind of goes diagonal this way a little bit. It's not like flat. And then we're going to join those together with a line up to there. Like that. And then we'll put a bit of it, like a shadow in here. And a bit of a shadow on this side. And then we just add some teeth bumps. You just add some like lines like this, see? Little ones. You don't need too much detail. You're just going across like so. Like that. Okay. So, and then his chin is about here. Pointy sort of chin. So his head is a little bit tilted sort of this way, backwards, like his forehead is like leaning back a little bit. So his nose isn't in the middle. Usually like the nose is halfway between the eyes and the chin. But because his head is tilted back, this distance is a bit smaller now. It's a bit of perspective. So I guess the easiest thing to measure would be, so the eye, top of the eye to the top lip is about the same as the top lip to the chin. Right, so top lip to chin is the same as top lip to like the top of the eyes, the eyelids there. Okay, and then the top lip to the nose is about the same as the nose to the eyes. So then this little part of the nose is halfway between the eyes and the top lip. So once you get those proportions, you can move on and do his jaw. Come up this side. Stop about there, about mouth level, and then on the other side we'll come over the other side as well and stop about mouth level as well, just about here. And again, because that head is tilted back, right, the ears are going to appear a little bit lower down, right? If his head was tilted like straight forward, the bottom earlobes would be in line with the nose. But if you like stand in front of a mirror and sort of tilt your head backwards, you will see what I mean, how things line up, okay? Just take my word for it. So we have his bottom earlobe just here. Okay, and his top of his ears just up here. In line, the top of his ears just in line with his bottom eyelid, okay? And then this is going to curve down and then come in towards the lobe, right? And we'll do basically this on the other side as well. So top, down, in line, just here, with his bottom earlobe, just there, like that. And then inside there we can do bones and ligament lines. The easiest way is a letter J or T, like that kind of thing. Okay. And if you want to make it more detailed, you can. Like that kind of stuff. Another one here. Another one at the back. Another one there. Shadow in here. And so on. Kind of like this. Right, so hair. So he's got a hairline that comes the whole way around his head. So he's got like spikes like that. So it starts with a long one up to his eyebrow, and then we have shorter ones going the whole way around. One in the center of his nose here, like in line with the nose. And then it goes the other direction, all the way around. like that. Okay. And then we go around to the top of his head. So the top of his head is about, so from, say from the top of his head to his eyes is about the same as the eyes to the chin, right? So from here to here is about where you want the top of the head to be. So like a hair spike, say here. So from here to the eyes is the same as the eyes to the chin. So this is approximately the same distance. So don't go too much higher than that, or lower. Don't put his hair down here. Okay, so now hair spikes. So he's got standard kind of short hair spikes. He wouldn't like me saying standard, but this kind of thing. But on the edges, right, he's got ones that stick out. So ones that go out like here, a long one. And then we go down like so. And a few smaller ones sticking down here. So the main thing to get is this one on the corner, and there's one on the corner over here as well. Like so. Back in behind his ear. Okay? And then we go over the other way. So spike. And a long one. This kind of thing. This is actually like a double in the picture I'm drawing from anyway. And it comes down into there. And then a few smaller ones going down into his ear. Just there. Now you can add like texture lines and stuff. So he's got like, you know, little lines just on his spikes every now and then. Like so, and some coming up the side of his head. Like this kind of thing. And then he has sections that are like black, no, like silver and dark grey. So we gotta just sort of divide up the hair then. So in here, like that. Coming down. So like out on the outside we have the silver parts, and then on the inside we have the dark grey parts. So like that's a dark grey part in here, and then there's like silver here and dark grey in here and silver there. Okay. Anyway, anyone who knows the character will know what I mean. Anyway, it's just his it's his hairstyle. It's really weird for a young guy to have like grey hair. And I know because I have grey. Not completely grey, just a few greys. Sad face. And this goes this way. Up into there. So you're just adding like spikes inside the spikes. And something here. Down. So this is literally just for like when you're coloring, you know, just so you know where everything is. Okay, we'll leave it there, and then we'll do his neck. So neck down like so on that side. Real long necks in Haikyuu, longer than you'd expect. Okay. This one's higher up because of his t-shirt, so his t-shirt like comes down that way. Okay. And then bring it over around that way. And it goes around the back of his neck. And then a little bit of a shadow in here. Side of the collar of his shirt comes down to here. And then we bring it back up over his shoulder to there. And then he's got a shadow under his chin. Bit of a shadow just under his ear in the corner here, just up here. Like that. And there's like a neck muscle line that like comes down this way. Like that. Kind of a light sort of neck muscle line. And maybe one there. And Adam's apple line. And like maybe something like that. Yeah. Okay. So we'll finish the rest of his body and then we'll do his fist. So we'll do his shoulder just coming down here. Like so. And then bring it down like that. He might have a fold line or two there. And yeah, yellow stripe just along his shoulder here. And then like an arm line, like for his armpit there. And then we have some bumps and folds and things going across here. So like this, and then coming down to there. And then his shoulder or armpit sort of area is like in here, right? So it curves around. And then we have some bumps and folds traveling up his arm, just like here. And then this curves down. And then his sleeve, so comes around his bicep, so just like here, curves around. So we're out further than his hair now. Just make sure you're out that far. And this is the opening of his sleeve, okay? So curves around, goes up, like this. And then we bring it back down. Like so, and it kind of goes into his armpit. A line coming up there for a fold, and then some lines for like stitching coming around the edge. Like that. And then his body down here. Fold line there. Right, we'll finish just some of the details inside here. So we have a fold line there. Another fold line here, and then we have to separate off the white section from the gray section. So let's see. So so we have to. You have to remember when you're going around folds for clothes, you got to go like curved kind of lines, right? So this is gray, and in here's white. But when you get to a fold, right, you curve around, and when you get to the line, you have to change your sort of direction. You can't just keep going that way. So we have to go back up here. It's because like the fabric is all bent and stuff and you can't sort of see it. So we got to this line and then we go a different direction, like a different level. So I got to here and went up, got to here and went down. I hope that makes sense. So it would look wrong like if all those lines were connected because there's folds there. And then we keep going down this way. Bumping down to there. And he's got yellow stripes then as well. So like there's a yellow stripe on the shoulder. We did it on that side already. And then one there. One there. And a couple here. And one here, and it sort of ends at his shoulder, so it's got a line there, and then we bring it across. It's like a stripe here, and we meet a fold, so we go up like that, and we'll do another sort of bumpy line just down there, like so. Okay, then we got that logos and stuff. We might as well draw them in. So it's like a foot, like that. 3 toes, is it? No, human foot, so 5. I don't know. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll leave it at 5. Let's color this in just so we can see. And And I think it says ICS. And we're going diagonal because of the folds. Okay. And then he has like Asian sort of lettering, Japanese lettering just here. So it's awkward. I'll hit pause as I do it. So I'll move my hand. Like so. And then lines inside. And then a line down that way. And then diagonal line there. There. And then kind of legs this way. I always did like Japanese writing. There's something very artistic about it. And there. That, and he's got the number 4. We can just kind of see the top of it, so like this. Just in there. And you can colour that dark grey as well. Okay, so his arm and his hand. So his fist is like right up in the corner of my page. We start with his bicep. So it comes out like so. We'll put a shadow in there. And then his tricep, so it comes out here. And we're going to put a shadow in this side. Okay, so the line comes up like so. And then we meet his forearm. So forearm. Like this. And then it kind of bumps out for an elbow on this side. And then it goes for the forearm all the way up. To there. And then we do the same on this side. So then we have the wrist, and it comes up to his arm just there. And it kind of sticks out for that ball joint on his wrist just there as well. And we could have some sort of muscle lines just down here, a line just separating his bicep from his tricep, and then a bit of like a muscle line for his elbow joint or something just here. And a line coming up his forearm, maybe something here. And some wrist bone action going on. So, hand, right, so hands are tricky, always tricky. So pause a lot, pencil, rubber, okay? Bump for the palm of his hand, right? Like that. The back of his hand, it's pretty much just like a straight line. Straight line up to his middle knuckle. There. Okay. Can be curvy, can be a little bit bumpy. It's a hand, so it doesn't really matter. And then we have an index finger bump for his knuckle there. And this is going to come all the way across, about in line with his wrist, like above his wrist. And then we go down front knuckle. Across, another knuckle sticks out a bit further, another knuckle there, lines going across for fingers, but we'll add those in a minute. And then this comes down for his little finger, comes in towards the palm of his hand, because when you make a fist your little finger curls, doesn't it? See, like that. And then we bring it up, bump it around and to there, and then we got some lines like there, and then lines for his fingers. So we just bring them across, sort of like this. And at the back we could have like some knuckle lines just there, like for his ring finger, but nothing major, just like 2-3 lines there. And then this comes across up to there, and then this comes around. Kind of like that. Now we just need to add his thumb. So it goes up and across and down. Back into here. And a thumbnail. That kind of thing. Maybe a knuckle line or 2 or 3. Just there. Okay. Is that everything? Is that everything? Maybe an extra little line there just for his wrist. Yeah. How to draw Bokuto from Haikyuu. Hope it was helpful, guys. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.